All right, we're continuing on with our Bundesliga preview. Now we're up to Wolfsburg, so getting up the table towards some of the bigger clubs, and we'll see some bigger players. Wolfsburg's really interesting for me here. Let's have a quick look at how they're doing. Sitting ninth, I believe, last year, somewhere around similar. Oh no, they moved up to, they were fourth last year. So, what's really interesting with them is the amount of youth and the amount of potential this club has. So, we look at the age, there's a number of kind of young players here, but potential, when we look at potential in particular, tongue twister there, just so many players up in the 79, 80, look at this, 86, 87, 82s, 85. This is fantastic. These are players you want to invest in. Wolfsburg should be primed to do well for some time, or they'll sell these players off to bigger clubs, and which helps your portfolio as well. So I'm really excited about Wolfsburg. Definitely a club I'm tracking and looking to add a few of the players, and I'll share who those are in a minute. So if we look at some of the player value here, so Lacroix is definitely one of the stars. He's quite young, and he's already worth 30 mil. He's expensive though in the market right now. There's a $40 million release clause that begins next summer, so you could see nowadays 40 million in release clause isn't that much, to be frank, if certainly for the bigger clubs. So you could see him get some interest in the summer. A number of players that this is not exhaustive, but it's filled in a few that have caps for their national team. Mentioned this before, but that just gives you extra game weeks during the international breaks and stuff like that. So it's always nice to grab those types of players. A few interesting ones here you can kind of see for yourself, but some jumps up. This Mickey Van de Ven, he's only 20 years old. It's gone from 1.4 to 3.3. So we'll look at him just briefly here. Yanis Lang, it's still probably too small for us to poke around too much. And Lucas Nemeka. So Nemeka's been, I think, a favorite for a lot of collectors for some time, and we'll take a look there. So there you have it. I think this gives you kind of enough. You can scroll through here. If you look below, there's a link to this as well, so you can just kind of look at this at your own time. But let's actually jump into some of the players that I've kind of highlighted here. So Sorare data, of course, shows us nicely all the different players lined up. We can see, Waldschmidt's a bit pricey, and as you'd imagine, and Weghorst and as well. And who else was I going to show you? Probably over here. So that's right. So Xavier Schlager. So what I like about him, so first off, he's out until late April. So you're not going to be using him for basically the rest of the season. Maybe he'll get a game or two in May, but I kind of doubt it. So it might be an entire year roughly till you get to use him. So this is definitely a longer term investment, but a reminder that, this guy was ranked, it's a bit slow, but where is he here? Why can't I see him? There he is. Already at an 80 and, 20, roughly $30 million, 24 caps for Austria. So, this is a top player, and the fact that you can get him for, under one, certainly well under one, 0.077. This is something that if you have kind of the cash to part with for a year or 8 or 9 months, this could really pay off for you in the future. Aster Vranks is what I'm guessing. So I picked him up. I'm pretty excited about him. I think that we see as a 19-year-old, he's already worth, I think it's 11 million. He's 7, and but his potential's up to 85. That's a huge number, and he's starting to get game time. Like as a 19-year-old, he's a sub, and he's actually. They're putting him on, and last season he got a fair bit of game time as well, although this may have been, if this is the VFL or the Wolfsburg 2 side, I'm not sure. I quite like this. Again, you can get him for under 100 as a rare, and I think there's if you're into buying the potential, then this is a guy to go for. And as you can see, I have sort of card number 2 of his limited. So happy about that one. The other guy that really had shot up was this Mickey Van de Ven. Now, the difference with him, though, is he's a reserve, so he's not getting any playing time yet. So this is pure speculation. So yes, you can get him quite cheap, really, on both of these. Again, definitely a longer-term investment, but seems to be somebody who has a lot of potential. And then if you're looking for someone that maybe is a little more costly and, appears to be at least heavily rated, so Baku as well is, he's worth 27 million. He's already on FIFA standards, up to an 80, 85 potential. He has a few caps for Germany. Not really playing that well, I guess. So he's a starter, but you could see a lot of kind of lower scores, things like that. But, certainly what he's capable of here. So again, this might be something that you're able to get in a little cheaper right now. And if he can turn it around, he's got plenty of years to go before he hits his prime. So getting him now and being able to flip him for, probably double this price if he can reach his potential, that's a great investment. So overall, that's kind of what I think Wolfsburg is really just more like long-term investment. They're not playing super well right now. They're the guys that are performing well for them are kind of adequately priced or priced where they should be. And so really what you're looking at is some of these guys with the big potential numbers. So if you're into that, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So then you can follow me and try and bid up these guys. Okay, there you are. Click the link below to have a look. You can also, my affiliate link is below, so that kind of takes you over to Sorare, and I get a bit of love from Sorare people. So thanks for following. We'll keep on going.